so orange? Why am I orange? Why am I orange? I don't know why I'm orange. I don't know why I'm orange. What's happening? What's going on? Why is my head orange? I don't know. And I don't know. And I do not know. I'm not good with lighting. Have you guys noticed this about me? Hold on. Is that better? Now the bed is lit. Hi, Rosemary. Well, let's not be orange. Let's be whatever color this is. Pink. Hey guys, it is Sunday night. It is the end of June. I think this is a good time to take a deep breath and maybe look backwards only so that we can make a plan for moving forward. Not so that we can beat ourselves up for anything, but if there are things that you need to congratulate yourself on, it's a good time to do that. I have been working on mindset. I had somebody ask me, Rosemary, I don't know if that was you, might have been Sharon, I can't remember, over on Facebook. What is mindset? You know, I'm not an expert, but from what I can figure, mindset is the fact that we all have tapes that play in our head that are cumulative over the years. You know, they're in there and they're playing over and over. And maybe they're things that we heard or things that we thought or saw or things people said to us or experiences that we had that created a tape that we haven't really evaluated yet. And when you're working on your mindset, it's a good time to look at those things and ask yourself, is that true? Is that real? Is that reality? Or is that something I need to work on? And, you know, not all of your thoughts are true and not all of them are reality. And you are not your thoughts. So I think I learned that from counseling. I had years of counseling myself. I went to a psychiatrist for a long time. She was awesome. And I have a diagnosed generalized anxiety disorder that I'm no longer on medication for. I was on medication when I was 30. That was 17 years ago. And I was on it for about a year. And then through counseling and behavioral modification and some of that sort of stuff, I was able to get off my medication. That doesn't mean the anxiety goes away. It just means I learned how to manage it. So I had a little bit more info on me in case I haven't talked about that before. But I have some mindset stuff that when I'm in a bad pattern or in unhealthy habits, for some reason those tapes sort of click back on and I have to work on them again. And so I've been doing a lot of that. And I think the question that came up this week was my willingness to change, my readiness to change, my willingness to change, and my confidence level to change. And those are all ideas that are not mine, but things that I got out of a workbook that I'm working on. And I really had to look at myself and ask myself, you know, on a scale from 0 to 10, am I ready to change? Am I willing to change? Because I think that when we're working on our physical health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, our psychological health, it's a constant effort. And there are times that we're really tired and we're not in a place where we're ready, willing, able to change. And I've had periods like that. I think you guys have too. Rosemary says, I'm just hanging on. Hi, Joyce. Yes, my son did get married. So I've been really looking at where am I at on that scale right now? And I think there are times where you're just not willing and you're not ready and you can't do it right now. And then there are times where you're like, I'm willing to do this. And I realize it's going to take some hard work. I'm going to have to change my habits. I'm going to have to change my surroundings. I'm going to have to change my routines. I'm going to have to change my commitment level. I'm going to have to change my, determination for the day. And I may have to commit every night before I go to bed and write down what I'm going to eat tomorrow. It's going to take some work. I'm going to have to cook some more at home. When I go out with friends, I'm going to be the one that's ordering the healthy stuff on the menu. I wish we could go out with friends more often right now. So, but you know what I'm saying. Um, or family. I guess more, we're probably going out more with family than anybody else. I know at least here where I live, we're just sticking to family if we go out at all. Uh, or if we order out, I'm ordering the healthy thing off of the menu and then splitting it in half because I don't need the entire huge restaurant portion. I'm doing that. So Danielle Nicole says recommitting is huge. We can do this. Yeah, and it's recommitting. And the thing that we need to realize is every day we recommit, we commit to this thing in our lives. When we wake up in the morning, we commit to health and we commit to well-being and we commit to loving our neighbor and being kind and we commit to just taking care of the things that we have, whatever it is that you find valuable and what you want to commit to. We do that on a daily basis. So when we talk about popping, I've had people ask, what is pop? I don't know. It was just something I threw out there a few months ago. And for me, it really just means being on plan. And I've looked at it as being 5 perfect days before, but really for me, I need to be on plan 7 days a week. I need to be on plan 8 days a week, 25/7. My friend Lori and I were joking about that the other day. We were talking about Tupperware, and I said, Tupperware is a 25/7 job. I think that taking care of ourselves is a 25/7 job as well. And it takes a daily commitment and it takes support from the people around you, from people online, from your community. I know a lot of us are back to the point where we're reaching out for support. Some of you guys have told me you've gone back to Weight Watcher meetings and that some of those are open, which is amazing. So the question is, how willing are you on a 0 to 10 scale? Where's your willingness to change? Okay. Are you able to change right now? Are you committed to changing right now? And what does that look like? What's it going to take for you to change? Do you need to meal plan? Do you need to meal prep? Do you need to seek out a new plan for yourself, wellness plan, whatever that looks like? Do you need to go to counseling? I mean, there's so many questions out there. So when we talk about popping, being on plan, what does that look like for you? I think for myself, this is a daily job for me, working on my mindset. And I'm trying to commit some time every day to doing that. And that's hard because I don't have a lot of time left over in my day when I look at the list of things that I want to do and need to be done. But this is really important. And I want to also say that our health is so important and paramount right now with what's going on in the world and our country. We need to be taking care of ourselves. And so you guys have all, you've seen the articles about how obesity is a risk factor with COVID-19. You can Google that, and there's some evidence out there and some good studies and that sort of thing. So when we talk about taking care of our health, I mean, we really do. The life and death consequences of that were already there are even more in our face. And so as a nurse, it's a constant thing. I'm talking to my patients about it, and I need to be a good example. I'm talking to my family about it. I need to be a good example. I'm talking to people in my church about it. I need to be a good example. I need to take care of me, or I'm not going to be around to take care of anybody else. So, putting our health, taking that and saying, am I willing to take care of this thing that I have been given, wherever you're at with that, because we're all in different places with our health and homeostasis. Am I willing to take care of this thing? Me. So being committed to that, being willing, reaching out for help if you need it. Maybe what you're doing right now is not working for you. There's a point where you say, that's not working. And I either need to talk to my healthcare provider, or I need to find other avenues of support, or I need to do some more research. I need to go get some blood work done, whatever that looks like for you. I've had to do that. And it's been very interesting. Let's just say it's been very interesting. I would really encourage you guys to get your healthcare provider in on that conversation. I know it's hard right now. Recently, I actually had to make a telehealth visit, and I talked to my doctor over the phone, and it was actually a really positive experience because it just felt so much more relaxed or something to have this whole long conversation over the phone. I didn't have to go in the office. So I would really encourage you guys to look into those options as well if you need to reach out to healthcare. I know there's lots of counseling out there now that's available via telehealth. So hi, Charlotte. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Barb Britton. Barb says the mental game is really challenging. The mental game is really challenging. And that's why it's important to talk to other people about it. I feel like if I get it out and talk about it, I have so much more clarity, whether that's in a Weight Watchers meeting or online or, in a community of friends or on a Zoom call, whatever that looks like for you. I think that that's really valid and important. Even just posting on YouTube and getting it out. I know a lot of you guys will post and tell me kind of how things are going. Sometimes it just helps to put it out there and then you can re-examine it a little bit better. Hi, Michelle. Anne says, never be ashamed. Change is good. Change is really good. So Michelle lost 3.2 pounds last week. Wow. And you're 0.8 from your 20-pound mark. That's amazing. So it's amazing how if we just take that time to reorient and start making those small changes, outlining a goal for ourselves and making progress towards it, it's just those small changes really that get us closer. And anyway, I just want to challenge you all to pop with me this week. I'm going to weigh in for you guys here on Thursday. I'm going to come back and let you know how I'm doing. My last weigh-in was this last Thursday. I came on and talked to you guys about that. And I've posted some on Instagram about that. So we're going to weigh in again this Thursday. And I'm on plan. I've been on plan all weekend. I'm doing really well. I'm journaling my food, drinking my water, staying within the parameters that I've set for myself, and just trying to stay positive. Another thing that's really important is getting rest. I'm in front of my bed right now. So there is a correlation between stress and sleeping and weight loss and weight gain. It's harder to lose weight when you're stressed and not getting enough sleep. And I think for a lot of us right now, we need to turn off some of the media and the Facebook and all of that and actually go to bed. So it's one thing to check the news and figure out where you need to be with all that in the morning after you've gotten up. It's another thing to immediately wake up, put the phone in your face, get involved with everything that's going on, and then you end your day the same way. No wonder a lot of us are anxious and stressed and not sleeping. So my husband actually challenged at church today, he challenged people to in the morning, instead of getting up and immediately looking at their phone, to get up and do some of their healthier habits, which for us is like to get up and pray and have breakfast and maybe go outside for a minute before you pick up the phone and get so entrenched in all the stuff that's going on out there. I know everybody wants to know, and knowledge is important, but self-care is really, really important right now. So I want to encourage you guys to take a minute for yourselves in the morning, maybe not pick the phone up first thing, and kind of center yourself and think about your day and what you're grateful for. Do some healthy habits for yourself, maybe get out, get a walk, that sort of thing, and then pick the phone up and see if that doesn't change the way you feel about yourself and others and all of that. Okay? So that's my challenge for you this week. That's what I'm going to be doing. So popping for me, like I already said, I'm also going to work on the phone situation myself. My husband and I are going to be doing that together. Our phones are usually on chargers here in the room. And so what we're going to do is put them on a charger outside of the room. So in the morning, we're not immediately on the phone. And at night, we're not on the phone right before we go to bed. I think that will help. So I wanted to say, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. The past few years, I'm coming up on my 3-year YouTube versary. So that's exciting. And I can't wait for that. That's going to be in October of this year. So we'll have to do something special, maybe a giveaway or something here on the channel for that, for all you guys that have stuck with me. Um, Joyce is asking how my niece is doing. She's doing well. That's going to be kind of a constant challenge, but she's doing okay. Uh, let's see. Kelly says it's so hard without the in-person workshop. Right, I agree. I think that for those of us that like the in-person meetings, that's been difficult for sure. Um, I read an article today that talked about how this could be a pretty long-term thing, a lot of the things that we're dealing with right now in our country. And so, it's just one day at a time, you guys. And in the world as well. I know everywhere has sort of a different challenge. And so I've read about, different countries doing different things, but I know in the United States, they're really saying that we have a long way to go with all of this. And working in healthcare, they're telling me the same thing. So instead of getting all bogged down with all this information that's out there, I'm trying to narrow it down to what do I need to be doing to take care of myself and the people around me? And how do we manage all of this? So, um, anyway, hang in there, everybody. Oh, prayers for Anne. I didn't see. Oh my goodness. Prayers for you, Anne, for sure. I'm sorry you're going through that right now. So everybody hang in there. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you all. Stay in orbit. Let me know what you're going to do to pop this week. I want to hear down. How motivated are you? How willing are you? Where's your confidence level? How committed are you? What are you going to do specifically? Give me some specifics for this week. Today is Sunday. We have the entire week, Sunday through Saturday. I want to hear about it. And I will check back in here on Thursday and let you all know in terms of weight, how much I lost or didn't lose or where I'm at and how well I'm doing. I will talk to you later. Bye.